Okay, so the Ubisoft showing for E3 2019 just ended. And yeah, you know what? It was a decent showing. They didn't have that much to show, like continuing kind of on the trend this year. This is that transition year where developers kind of don't have too much to show just because those next gen systems are approaching on the horizon. But they had some stuff to show, so they kind of opened up their showing with an Assassin's Creed Symphony performance, kind of changing it up compared to the Just Dance barrage we've been getting in the past few years, like right in the beginning, and kind of just saying like, hey, well, we have the Assassin's Creed Symphony, this thing's happening, it's coming, come watch it. From there, they then went into the first game of the show, and probably one of the highlights of it was Watch Dogs Legion, so the next Watch Dogs game, which actually was leaked a little bit before, I think a week and a half before E3. But you know, this is a cool presentation. This new Watch Dogs game actually seems interesting. I have not played really much of the Watch Dogs series. I didn't play the first game. I played 5 minutes of Watch Dogs 2. But this one, it seems like it has some stuff in there. Has some stuff in there for me. Like, it's like, oh no, it's got some cool stuff where you're kind of switching between these players and that everybody in the world can be a playable character. So if you want to play as an old woman with an Uzi and just capping people, you could do that. If you want to play as a big fat dude with a sandwich in his hand, you could probably play as him. So I don't know, they're going in an interesting direction with this game. I think at least all the other Watch Dogs games, Watch Dogs 2 seemed interesting, and this one seems like they're going some interesting stuff. So we'll see more about when that one comes out next year, next March. So it's not too far away. And they gave a pretty actually long look into Watch Dogs. And they said it's coming, it's there. So this was the weird part of the show, and this is where I was like, why is this here? So Rob McEnelhenny, which I screwed up his last name, from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I thought the way they came out and said, they're like, oh, well, you know, we've been working on this, and like I got the producers of Always Sunny. He's like, oh, they make an Always Sunny game? But no, it was an advertisement for a TV series they're doing called Mythic Quest, which is I guess making fun of like the video game industry and some of these like kind of creative directors at the helm for some studios. But I was just like, yeah, you know, do we really need this on the stage show? Like I'd probably be fine watching this as something else, like maybe before the show, and like a little thing like, oh, we got something this to show. But like during the E3 showing, like I don't know, it's just like it's kind of just stick to the games. That's kind of been my philosophy. So after that, they then went into another announcement. Brawlhalla is going to be having Adventure Time characters coming today. So for those people who play Brawlhalla, new stuff is coming. I think the Brawlhalla actually is not too bad of a game. So kind of moving on from there, they then went into the new Ghost Recon game, Bloodline. Actually, is it Bloodlines? I'm sorry, I forgot the name of this game. Let me move ahead a bit. Oh, well, the new Ghost Recon game, and John Berthal came out on stage, and there was a dog, and it was cool. It's like, and it's continuing this trend of E3 of like we are having celebrities come on stage, and really the biggest celebrity right on stage at this moment is that dog. No offense to John Bernthal, he's a good actor, but you put a dog on stage, my attention's gonna be a little elsewhere. And then he talked about, well, you know, Ghost Recon Delta Company. If you do cosplay, if you love Ubisoft games and the community, and you want to talk about it, we have this program here. There's that. They kind of went into more with Ghost Recon, kind of saying what this game's gonna have, and this announcement made me a little sad. I was just like, oh, so it's this Ubisoft mobile game, and it's featuring characters from other Ubisoft like shooting titles, and Sam Fisher's in there, and it's just like, oh my god, like no, it's just like a Bethesda last night with Commander Keen. It's like, just give them a game. It's been too long since a Splinter Cell game has come out, and now our only like thing of seeing Sam Fisher is in this mobile game. Like, give him a game. Like, what's happening here? So it's unfortunate. So Sam Fisher's still gone, and of course it would not be an Ubisoft showing without Just Dance 2020. And there's something very funny, and I was joking about it while watching it. It's like I wonder if this game is on the Wii, because Just Dance games continually have always been on the Nintendo Wii, like still. And Just Dance 2020 is coming to the Wii. Yes, not the Wii U, the Nintendo Wii. It's like Just Dance is the last like home for like the Wii. Like the Wii, Nintendo wants the Wii to die, and Ubisoft's like, no, we're still gonna be making games for this system. But apparently it sells well enough on on the Wii that it's like warranted enough to make a port for it. Okay, I just wanted a few seconds just to have the Just Dance dance thing with the Rayman music. But yeah, Just Dance 20. We already knew it was happening. It's kind of like Call of Duty. It's coming every year. For Honor, they kind of talked about they're having a new not an expansion, like a new game mode, limited time coming. I forgot yeah, Shadows of Hitakiri is coming pretty soon for Honor. They're still updating that game. They also talked about Rainbow Six is also getting some new expansion coming as well. They're still updating Rainbow Six Siege, and then went into their next Rainbow Six game, which is coming next year, which is vastly different from the other ones. This one is like a 3v3 co-op, like player versus enemy type game, and looks like you're gonna be fighting monsters, and it's going in this very different direction for a Rainbow Six title. I was actually interested in this game. This is one of those other games during this showing where I was like, all right, that seems cool. But it just sucks they only showed the cinematic trailer, and we'll probably see more of it later on. It's just like, I wish I could see what the gameplay was. But they showed that. They said it's coming next year. We'll see more. Then we had someone came out and talked about Division 2. They kind of went into it long, saying, well, Division 2 is still strong. We've got a lot of new things coming. We've got all these different expansion episodes that are going to be vast and bring new game modes. And that for those who want to try Division 2, I think next week they said they're going to be having from June 13th to the 16th a free trial period. So for those who want to get into the game, that option's there. I never played Division 2. I played 1 minute of... I played the beta of Division 1. I was like, this is cool. And then I heard, yeah, you pretty much kind of played the game. I was like, you know, I'm fine. But from a little bit I played, Division 1 was fine, and Division 2 was here. Now, before I continue to the next one, I kind of want to talk about this here. It's kind of a shame this Ubisoft didn't have their usual pre-canned voice actors over game footage this time. Like, every Ubisoft performance when they show off either Division or Ghost Recon, it's always like fake gamer voice over their footage. It's always like the guy like, I'm on your 6. Oh, there's a bogey on your right. Epic kill. It's always something like that. They didn't have it this year. It was a little disappointing, to be honest. But they did a deep dive on Division. And then they had someone from the community come out and say for Ubisoft that continuing along with every other developer now, they are having their own paid subscription service come out called Uplay Plus. So with Uplay Plus, gives you 100 plus games you can stream for like $15 a month, and it includes new releases as well, similar to Game Pass and Xbox. But the only thing compared to Game Pass is that this one is only for PC right now. So like Xbox Game Pass is a much better deal, because at least that Ultimate Edition they talked about, it's $15, but it works for console and PC. This only is for PC right now, and it's on their Uplay thing too. So it's like, but they have their own streaming thing now. And then they went into this next game, this roller derby game, the sports game, where the concept trailer seemed actually pretty cool. Roller Champions is the name of the game. And they said, and this guy actually had a pretty good little talk with the game. He was kind of doing like the usual canned speech of like, this game's an experience and everyone's gonna enjoy it. But he's like, well, you know, I didn't come out here just to show a cinematic trailer. I came to show gameplay. So you want to try it for yourself. The demo will be available immediately after the show for Uplay. Yeah, right there. June 10th to the 14th. So the demo is going to be out later today for this thing. And then they actually showed gameplay of it. When I was kind of almost disappointed. Like, it seems fine. I think I was more thrown off by like how the characters look compared to the cinematic trailer. Like, it has like a really rubbery look to that. But I don't know. Like I said, this demo comes out later today. Maybe if I see actual gameplay footage, it'll change. Like, my comparison is like, oh, it says Rocket League with roller derby. But like I said, demo will be out probably in a few hours. And then finally, the man of the hour, Eves, came out and ended off the Ubisoft showing, saying we have a lot of great teams, and we have one more game to show you. And it was a game from people who worked on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And it's a game called Gods and Monsters, so a game on mythology. But I was like, the art style seems all right, but that's all they showed was like this 30-second kind of thing, and then it cut away. So I really don't know what to expect on that game. And he just said, well, there's that game, and then comes out this date. And then that was it. It's like, once that ended, I was like, okay, what they got at the show? And I was like, wait, what's this? And that was the Ubisoft conference. Like, I will say, it's been the shortest of the E3 conferences, not including EA, because that one doesn't count. But I don't know, they didn't have too much to show. Like, really the standout titles for me where I was like, okay, that seems cool, was Watch Dogs Legion and possibly Rainbow Six. But it's like, I don't know, I think it's just because Watch Dogs, like, they let the gameplay speak for itself, and that demo seemed kind of cool. So that was probably the only game that like really got me. That and like maybe Rainbow Six. And I know I'm playing this Rayman music now because I was hoping, I was like, is this finally the time for Rayman? But sadly, Rayman isn't there, and Prince of Persia's not there, and Splinter Cell. So yeah, that's it for Ubisoft. You know, not their strongest showing. It's pretty weak, but maybe they got some stuff coming next year. But yeah, that was the Ubisoft showing for this year. So Square Enix, what do they got? Hopefully more than this. # bring back Rayman.